Okay. So I would like to give a assignment to all of you to prepare answers for the questions. Okay. Order management module. Prepare answers for the questions. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Maintain a separate document for the interview question and answers and start preparing the answers. Interview preparation also should happen parallelly. What is our yesterday order number? 6099.
6099, sir.
6099. Everyone with me?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me, everyone? 4 responses.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
To return sales order today. Will perform the returns. I'm opening the sales order which we already shipped, that is 6099. And I wanted to book returns. Okay, so you have to select a return button, or else you can click on, suppose you wanted to return all the lines. In that case, you can select the drop down and click on return all. Okay, there is only single line. I'm returning that line. So click on the return button. Click on the return button. And how much quantity the customer is returning? Actually, we sent 10 quantity, but customer is returning just 2 quantity only. He reported 2 quantity as damage. He is returning 2 quantity. And suppose if you select this reason, return for credit and return the item. If you select this reason, then which orchestration is called? Which orchestration is called if you select this reason? So in this case, what will happen?
Item
Credit
also
and
replaced and amount also credited, sir.
Yeah, not replace. Don't use replace word. So we have to receive the damage product from the customer and we need to return the payment to the customer. Correct?
Yes.
So if you select this reason, then by default automatically this orchestration is called return order generic process, because in this case receipt is allowed and creating a credit memo is allowed. So this orchestration is called. Okay. Suppose here if you select the reason only return for credit, in this case what will happen? Are we receiving the damage from the customer?
No.
No, we are just issuing a credit memo. In this case, which orchestration is called? This orchestration is called, because here no receipt, only creating a credit memo. Okay. What about third one? Return only. Is there any return only option available here? So Oracle has not provided, as I mentioned, so return only is not provided by Oracle. So what you need to do is you have to create a return only order type you have to create. So we created sales order header order types, right? Go to the same place, that is lookups, order management lookups. I'm navigating to order lookups. So here I'm trying to fetch, the return line types. I'm trying to fetch return line types. So this is what return order line types. So here, if you scroll down, I'm searching with Aura. If any lookup starts with Aura, that is, seeded lookups. So Oracle provided return for credit and return the item. Return for credit. Did Oracle provide return only? Did Oracle provide return only?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Oracle is not provided. So you have to define it. Argo, nothing but return only. Okay. Return only, and click on the save button. So for this return only line type, you have to create a custom orchestration. Return only custom orchestration you have to create. How you have to create? You take this one, duplicate it, and from this orchestration, which step you need to remove? You have
Invoice.
step,
Credit
invoicing
note.
step.
Yeah.
Remove the invoicing step. Okay. And call the orchestration based on the rule. You have to configure process assignment rules for sales order. And here you have to say, if that line type is selected, then I want this orchestration to be called. That is how you need to configure the application to call the custom return orchestration based on the return type. Okay. Do you see the return only? Okay. I'm trying to return to quantity, and I'm selecting return for credit and return the item. Return reason I'm selecting item is damaged. Okay, click on create order. I'm creating what order here? Return order. I am booking this return sales order on top of the original sales order which we should. And you see this symbol, this is return symbol indication. Okay, and click on the submit button. And item should be a returnable item. Item should be a returnable item. Returnable attribute is there. That returnable attribute should be yes. And to perform the receiving, the next step is receiving. To perform the receiving, we need to go to supply chain execution and click on the inventory management. And from the task list, switch to receipts. Click on receive expected shipments. Click on receive expected shipments. And here you have to enter this return order number. What is the current status of this return order? Awaiting receiving. You want to see the orchestration? I'm navigating to fulfillment view. So since this is a return sales order, you have to click on the return tab. Click on the returns tab. And click on the orchestration number. So two steps are there, receiving and then invoicing. The receiving step is already started because currently the sales order is in awaiting receiving. And which orchestration it is called, team? Return order generic process. Okay, clear?
Yes.
What is the return sales order number? 6102. Enter here. 6102. Enter that number here and click on the search button. Select the line and click on receive. Click on receive and enter the quantity that you want to receive. And destination type select as inventory. And suppose you have to create a separate sub inventory called scrap. You can move to the scrap sub inventory, or you can create a separate sub inventory called repair. You can move to the repair sub inventory for repairing purpose. Understood? Understood, team? So generally in real time, what will happen? You will not receive to the normal sub inventories. You have to receive to a scrap sub inventory, or you will receive to a repair sub inventory. Okay. We have not created scrap or repair sub inventories. That's why I'm receiving to a normal sub inventory. Clear?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Click on create receipt. Click on create receipt and click on the submit button. So receipt number 25 created, and if you refresh this order status is gonna change it to returned. Just observe here. Okay, we have to run a program here. It will not happen automatically. This is additional step in Fusion. We need to run a separate program actually. And schedule process. Tools and schedule process. And the program name, send receipt confirmation. So receiving is going to perform under which system? Inventory module, right? That confirmation we are sending to order management application. Send receiving confirmation. Enter the org. And what is the source system? Source system is Oracle Fusion, order orchestration and planning. And if you want, you can enter the receipt number also. Otherwise optional. If you want, you can enter. We are sending this receiving information to the order management application. This is additional step in Fusion. In case of EBS, it's not there, but in Fusion, it's a separate program you need to run. After completion of this program only, order management system will aware of the return and the status change it to return. Okay, successfully completed. Okay, status change to delivered. And after that, system will try to send this return sales order information to the receivable module for the credit memo creation. But that step, it might throw an error for that step because we have not configured receivable setups. Okay. After some time, we may get that error. Okay, so invoicing step is not yet started. Once it is started, we'll get that error. So this is one method of creating the return sales order. And other method is you can directly create a return sales order. Now what we have done, we have opened an originally shipped sales order. On top of that originally shipped sales order, we have booked the return, correct? But you can directly create a return sales order without referring any original order which you have delivered. You can directly create a return sales order. How I'm showing. Click on create order. Enter the customer. And here, if it is a normal sales order, you are directly entering the item here, right? If it is a return sales order, you have to enter like this. Go to actions, add a unreferenced return line. Okay. And select what you want to do. And click on how much is the return quantity, Y quantity. Click on add. And you enter the remaining details. I mean, what is the ship method that you are using for returning the item? What carrier that you are using? Okay. What about the freight charges? And to which warehouse you would like to receive? I would like to receive to my Bangalore warehouse. Okay. Enter all the details and click on the submit button. In case of return sales order, this is going to be in negative and it's going to be in red also. It's going to be in red also. Understood how to create a referenced sales order, unreferenced sales order. This is unreferenced sales order. Clear, team?
Yes, sir.
What is the previous order number?
6012. Previous.
6012, right? That got same. Not getting. What is that order? Okay. In case if you don't remember the order number, you can go to task and you can click on manage orders. You can search based on the customer also here. Okay, so 6102 is the order that we previously created, and it's throwing error. We anticipated, right, this one. the BU is not valid because it is missing the receivable setups. So similarly, our order also, the unreferenced order, what you need to do? 6013 order number, unreferenced order. See here, no reference. Next step is receiving after the invoice generation. Okay, that is about returns. Any questions, please? Good.
Sir, this unreferenced return sales order, on which purpose they will return to the customer? I mean, in business wise.
Um, there are some business scenarios out there which is not suddenly coming into my mind. I will tell you tomorrow. Remind me, okay?
Okay.
Sir, the original reference, which means whether it's a sales order, so that is also captured here. With that, the invoice number also is captured, sir. If there is any invoice,
For the return sales order, huh?
yeah, in the return sales order, I can see the original order number here as a
Invoice number you are able to see from the fulfillment view.
Okay.
That I covered. Okay, if you go to the fulfillment view, and in case of it is a sales order, you have to go here. If it is returns, you have to go here. You have to go to actions and click on view fulfillment details. Here under the billing tab, you will see the invoice number.
Okay. Okay. And can we see the original order invoice also, sir, in the return sales order?
You cannot able to see like this. You have to open the original sales order. So how you have to open the original sales order is, suppose your original our return order is reference order is 6102, right? I'm opening that. So if you open, this is reference sales order, which is referring to 6000. You have to click on that and you have to open that original sales order.
Okay.
You have to go to fulfillment view.
Okay. Got
Okay.
it.
Okay. Our next cycle is dropship cycle. So in case of dropship cycle, the process is in case of dropship, we book the sales order, and that sales order will automatically create a purchase requisition, and we can create a purchase order manually, or we can also make automatic PO creation also. And after that, we don't receive the stock. Okay, we'll ask our supplier to deliver the product to the customer. And here we created two invoices. One is the AP invoice, and we'll make the payment to supplier. Okay, and another one is which invoice? Air invoice. Okay, we'll receive the payment from the customer. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so today I will just see, whether any issues that I face. If I submit this sales order, I will just see if any issues that I face, then I have 1 day time to troubleshoot, and I can demonstrate this cycle tomorrow. We'll see whether without any issues we are able to create a dropship sales order or not. We'll see that. Yeah, there are some configurations are there. I think I should cover that before I directly create a sales order. Couple of configurations are there. So those configurations I have highlighted here. Dropship setups. This one, okay. These configurations are required. First of all, our business unit should be a profit center business unit. When defining the business unit, from the organization structure, when you are defining the business functions, we enable this checkbox, right? Below legal entity. If you enable this checkbox, this business unit will become the profit center BU. Profit center BU, your business unit should be a profit center BU by enabling this checkbox. This is first setup. And second setup is, under your inventory organizations, there is a field called Profit Center BU. You need to select this also. So for this organization, what is a Profit Center BU? You have to select this. That is the second setup. First is enable your business unit as a profit center. And second is add inventory org to your profit center to your inventory organizations. That is second setup. And third setup, these three setups are related to supply chain orchestration. These three setups are related to supply chain orchestration. So what you can do is you can go to global search. And if you just type dropship, and you'll get the task list. And if you click on the task list, you'll find the 3 tasks related to dropship, related to supply chain orchestration. The first setup is linking our master organization with the supply chain orchestration system. What I'm doing, linking my master organization with the supply chain orchestration system. This is the first configuration in supply chain orchestration. After linking this, the second setup is qualifier setup. I'm creating a qualifier setup. So select here as drop shipment, business process step, select as drop shipment. Here you can add which item is eligible for dropship. You can add which item is eligible for dropship. So if you create a dropship sales order only for this item, it will process. So here you can mention in the qualifier condition, you can mention which sales orders are eligible for dropship. So this item sales order is eligible for dropship. If you want, you can add items one by one, like this. Add items one by one. You can select another item also. Not only item, you have other conditions also. Based on the order type, based on the business unit. Okay. Based on the supplier that you entered in the sales order. Remaining conditions also available here. So based on the other conditions also, you can make your sales order is eligible for dropship process. Okay, but a note is here there are a lot of conditions are displaying in this drop down, right? Almost how many you think? Almost how many you think? Approximately
45.
20.
how many
20,
are
sir.
there? Maybe 15, 20 are there.
18, sir.
Okay, counted up. Okay. So, you know, all these conditions that are showing in this drop down, right? So generally, if you display, you know, if you see all these conditions, you'll think all these conditions are working, right? Generally, you think all these conditions are working. But Oracle might give you surprises that some conditions are not working. We have not enabled code for those conditions. That kind of surprises also Oracle will give you. It happened with me. So during my implementation, I configured order type based condition and it's not working. I created Oracle SR, then Oracle said, order type conditions are currently not enabled. The functionality, the code is not enabled currently. Only item related conditions are working. Item related conditions, nothing but based on the item type, based on the user item type, only item related item class, only those are working, remaining are not working. That's what Oracle said. If it's not working, why they are displaying in the drop down? Huh? So such kind of surprises also you'll see in the auto management application. If something is not working, okay, don't break your heads. Immediately you report to Oracle. Immediately create a ticket to Oracle if something is not working. Because I wasted my 1 week time by troubleshooting this functionality continuously. Then Oracle said, no, it's not working. I'm not sure how many other conditions are working currently. That's why during any project requirement, you know, if you had to configure these conditions within your project, then better you create. If it's not working, then check with Oracle. Okay. I'm going with the item based condition now. Next, thought setup in the orchestration is thought setup. So this thought setup basically, what is your sales order BU and what is your purchase order BU? So here, what is your sales order BU and what is your purchase order BU? That relation we establish here in this setup. $53K DP flow and supplier ownership change event. Here basically who is sending the goods to the customer? Who is sending the goods to the customer?
Supplier.
Supplier.
Supplier. Okay. So in the system, you know, once your supplier send you the invoice, you're going to enter that invoice in the system, right? So normally process is your supplier will send you the invoice. And that invoice you enter in the system, correct? After you enter the invoice and that invoice, the moment you match with the purchase order, that is an indication that the supplier has, see here what we are doing. We are taking a sales order from the customer. Our own ownership is here. Okay, we are transferring our ownership to the supplier, right? Now supplier is responsible to deliver the product to the customer, correct? We transferred our ownership to the supplier, correct?
Yes, sir.
When the supplier has sent us the invoice and we match that invoice with the purchase order, then again the ownership is transferred back to us. The ownership is transferred back to us. So here if you select supplier ownership change event to AP invoice, that means the ownership is transferred back to us. So basically, you know, that is an indication, confirmation that, and also after the product is delivered to the customer, our sales order status should be, after the product is delivered to the customer, our sales order status should be changed to what?
Close.
After the product is shipped to the customer, sales order status.
Awaiting billing.
Shipped
Awaiting
confirmed.
billing. Awaiting
Shipped.
billing.
Shipped.
Okay, shipped,
Shipped.
basically shipped, right?
Yeah.
Suppose after you receive the AP invoice from the supplier, and when you match that with the purchase order, then your sales order status changes to shipped. Technically speaking, in the system, after receiving AP invoice and after matching AP invoice with the purchase order, then your purchase order is closed and your sales order is also changed status to shipped in the system. Basically, that is a confirmation from your supplier that the product is delivered to your customer. That's why I'm sending you the invoice. So after we enter the invoice in the system, your purchase order status changed to closed for receiving and your sales order status changed to shipped. Understood, team?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Or else one more option is there. Or else one more option is there, that is ASN. ASN, Advance Shipment Notice. So this ASN is sent by your supplier to you. Your supplier is going to send you the ASN document. Hey, I'm delivering product to your customer. Okay, this is basically Advance Shipment Notice. Your supplier is going to send you this. Your supplier is notifying you, saying that I am delivering the shipment to your customer. Okay. Suppose if you select here, ASN. If you select ASN here, once you receive the ASN from your supplier, then your purchase order status changed to closed for receiving and your sales order status changed to shipped. Clear?
Yes.
Clear, team? Technically, what is going to happen, you understood, right?
Yes.
So I'm selecting ASN from the supplier and the priority. I'm entering some priority randomly. But whichever is the lowest priority, that is the first thing that system will verify. And you enter which item is eligible for the dropship, the qualifier. And you enter the sales order BU here. And you enter the org against which ordination, you know, the costing entry should be created. Against which ordination the costing entry should be created. Enter that org. The moment you enter the org, automatically you can see the requisitioning BU and the sales order BU. You see the relationship between sales order BU and requisitioning BU. Okay. So receiving accounting distributions are created under this inventory ordination. Costing entries. And which sales orders are eligible for dropship? This item related sales orders are eligible for dropship. So these are the three setups in the supply chain orchestration. These three setups we just performed. Let me explain you. You know, this setup is nothing but linking our master ordination with the supply chain orchestration system. And this is qualifier condition, which sales orders are eligible for dropship. And here, two things. So supplier ownership change event, that is AP invoice or ASN, or And the second is two things. First thing is ownership change event, and second thing is relationship between the selling BU and requisitioning BU, nothing but your procurement BU. Understood the three setups?
Yes.
Okay. And last setup, system is automatically creating a purchase requisition, right? Suppose if you are creating a purchase requisition manually, then you are the preparer, nothing but you are preparing the requisition. When the system is creating a requisition, who is the preparer then? If you are creating a requisition, you are the preparer because you are entering it. But when the system is creating, who is the preparer? The default preparer we have to add. If we go to order management, last setup, I'm navigating to order management. Go to orders and go to the order management parameters. Here, default preparer. Enter the business unit. Enter the preparer name. That means requisition will be created under so and so business unit. So you can see here, indicate worker information for dropship and back-to-back cycles. So this purchase requisition is going to be created under whose name? Under Shankar name. Okay. And finally, make sure your item is having the list price, because while creating the purchase requisition, you remember in case of Minimax planning, for purchase requisition, what we entered? List price. You remember? You remember the list price team?
Yes.
That is nothing but your PO price, your requisition price, that you need to enter in the item level, product management, product information management, and open the item. Open the item. And make sure you have added the list price, especially in the inventory org. Let me go to the inventory org. I would like to open the item in the inventory org. And the specifications. Go to purchasing. List price is there? No, right? I'm entering the list price as 3. Okay. I'm entering the list price because this will be your requisition price. That's it. These are the configurations related to dropship. If you want to, if you don't want to provide a source in the sales order, then you have to configure which type of sourcing rule, buy from sourcing rule, and define sourcing assignment set and run this program. These three are optional. Why these 3 are optional? Because if you directly enter the supplier in the sales order, no need to configure this one. No need to configure this one, right? And this qualifier condition also optional. if you want every sales order should be eligible for dropship, if you want every sales order should be eligible for dropship, then don't create a qualifier condition. Don't add it. Even though if you create, don't add it here. It's not mandatory. During the dropship financial flow, so here we have added the qualifier condition, right? Here we have added qualifier condition, right? You can remove that. If you remove it, then every sales order is eligible for dropship. If you add the qualifier condition, then only this item is eligible for the dropship. Okay, team? Understood? This is also optional configuration. And make sure you change the status to active. Active. Make sure you change the status to active. That is about dropship. Any questions, please? Dropship configurations. Tomorrow we'll see the cycle. So in case of Fusion, dropship is the little tricky flow in Fusion because it involves, the supply chain orchestration system. That's why this is little tricky. Good with the setups? Any setup you want me to repeat? Good? Team, please respond.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So those who wants to leave, you can leave. I'm done with today's session, but I will just try to, create one sales order and see if I face any errors. If I face any errors, then I'll find some time to troubleshoot before tomorrow's session. That's why I would like to just create one cycle and see if any errors that I'll get. Just checking whether all the configurations are fine or not. Okay, all good. Requisition also created. I click on the supply details. Yeah, requisition created. Okay. Separate section for dropship. Requisition created. So we are good. Tomorrow I'll explain in this cycle. Okay. We can take this requisition and we can convert this requisition into PO. That's it. Okay, team.
Yes, sir.
So we are good
Yes,
with the
sir.
configurations, no issues. So system created the requisition from our sales order. So I'll cover this cycle tomorrow. And if I open the orchestration steps, you'll see differently for dropship. In case of standard sales or after schedule step, reservation and shipping invoice, right? But this is dropship, you see, immediately procurement step. Okay, after that invoicing step. Okay, I'll cover this tomorrow. Any questions, please? Any questions? Okay, then I'll see you tomorrow, team. Okay.
Hello,
Thank
sir.
you.
సార్ రివ్యూ చేద్దాం అది ఇవాళ టైం ఉందా సార్ మీకు
Which one?
మీకు పంపించాను అది రెజ్యూమ్
You're talking about resume, na?
ఎస్ సార్ ఇస్ ఇట్ పాసిబుల్ టుడే వి మే డూ ఇట్ టుమారో
You fully prepared your resume?
I watched the videos so carefully and I did again and again and I did it to my best, sir.
Yes, sir. That's how you should do it, sir.
Yeah, I mean, let me tell you, sir, the video is so wonderful and very helpful while making this.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, I can't tell you how helpful is that, really.
That's why before resume preparation, I'm asking all the students to refer to that folder.
I don't know, sir. I mean, why people are running away from it, but I spent a whole day watching that video actually,
Hmm.
again and again.
Yeah,
It
that's
briefs everything.
Yeah. Hmm. No changes in the professional summary, sir.
No, sir, I haven't made that there, but I made mostly the roles and responsibilities only.
Okay.
And I split this work experience thing because it was looking so congested also earlier.
Very good, sir. This is looking beautiful.
Yeah, because the dates are important. I mean, as you said, right, the dates, there should not be gap and it should be very clearly visible. So I split them over there like that.
Application supervisor, SCM consultant, SCM consultant. Oracle SCM production consultant, Oracle SCM production consultant. So this is EBS, huh? This is, you're projecting as EBS.
Yes, sir. EBS.
Okay. So to avoid confusion, mention Oracle EBS.
I will put that.
Because you're having here domain, right? That's why
Yes, sir.
people might think this also related to domain itself. Sometimes some people may confuse.
All right, I'll amend it.
So these dates are not overlap, right?
No.
Okay. Okay. No gap also, relevance.
No, sir, no.
Very good, sir. This section is also looking good. Procurement, source, order management, pricing, supplier portal, costing. So here it is double, sir. You remove pricing here.
Okay, sir, sure. I don't know how it came. I will do that.
Client, and this is implementation. Implementation, you mentioned
6 months.
very, very short time, sir. That is
Yes, sir.
6 months is very short time. Mention at least 8 months, sir, if possible.
Okay, sure.
Okay, client description. Requirement gathering, RD20, prepared functional specification, gap, very good. All these points in a sequence also.
Yes, sir.
After requirement gathering, you prepare the gap document. After the gap document, you start working on the configurations and
Yes,
testing the application and UAT. And these 2 points, if you want, you can move to the after requirement gathering.
okay.
Because we prepare what is the current process model and what
And
is
then
the
only
future
we'll
process
go for-
model. Yeah. So
Right.
these 2 points you keep it under requirement gathering. Okay.
Sure, sir. I will do that.
That is the flow of sequence. And configuration document, yeah, config non-production environment, preparing test cases. Okay, create login for business user, conducting training. Okay, config production environment, prepare user manual training, help critical data extraction, retranslation process. Okay. You also add goal,
Go live. All right.
add cutover, sir.
Cut over. I will do it, sir. At the last.
Prepared a cutover strategy.
Okay.
You know what is cutover, right?
Yeah.
Prepared cutover strategy and configured production environment.
Okay.
Configure production environment and go live support.
Okay, sir. I want to ask you, I mean, these 3 points, if I put in every experience or a project line, it doesn't matter, right? Because these are the common thing what we do.
No, this is you have to put in the implementation project.
Yeah, not in support. Of
Not in
course.
support. Okay, these
Yeah.
3 points you add it at the end. Okay.
Sure, sir. Sure.
So here you mentioned you did implementation only on procurement and inventory.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is also an implementation.
Yes, sir.
April to October.
6 months around.
Yeah, this is also short duration, right?
I will change the date. I got that. So,
Yeah.
it should be at least.
So this
8 to 1
project
year.
this project you put 8 months. This project you put 1 year. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Same points you mentioned there and here also, right? Almost same.
Almost same. Yes, sir.
Okay. If possible, change the sentences. Meaning is of course same only.
Yeah. Understood. Sure.
Possible.
So-
yeah. Here you mentioned properly. Here, see, current process model, future process model, after requirement.
Yes.
Okay, I think this is okay. No problem. Just change 1 or 2 lines to sentences.
Sure.
You're mentioning 3 implementations, huh?
Yes, sir. 3 implementations, but 2 are very short. One is like a little bigger one. But here I have included the product management also. In practically, I did this product management thing there.
Okay.
So I have added that here.
So if you think, you did product management practically, why don't you keep this project as a latest project? Because you'll get questions from the latest project only.
Okay. Okay, sir. What I will do is I will change the client name. I will put this date on the top and
Yes, correct.
understood. Yes.
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 Okay, do that.
Understood.
And
Yes.
also, if you're putting 3 implementations,
And 1 support.
expectations are going to be a lot.
Okay.
Better to go with only
2 and 2, sir.
2 is okay. Don't go with 3.
2. Okay. 2 and 2 I'll do.
2 into 2 implementation, 2 support. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I will verify a support project critical high very good. That's it. No changes.
Sir, but sir, let me tell you, the video is, I'm telling you, I mean, it is so helpful. Even an uneducated person can make his own resume by watching that video. I mean, trust me, it is that good.
Thank you, sir.
And if you don't mind, I have saved that video for
Of
myself.
course, you can download it, no problem.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. And
I know I
really,
want all of you to prepare your resume with your own hands.
exactly. I
Because
mean,
if you prepare now, you're able to prepare after 6 months or after 1 year, after 2 years also. If I
Correct.
I'm here to guide you. I'm not here to prepare.
and you know what? I
Because
mean,
if I prepare, you don't know what is there in your resume. If you prepare, then
yes,
only you'll come to know what you mentioned in your resume.
yes, absolutely, sir.
That's why some students they come to us, sir, can you please prepare me a resume? I don't prepare.
Because it kills the dependency. If you write yourself, so you know what is written in your own resume.
Correct.
And sir, you remember what we discussed last time when we met. So what I will do is
Mhm.
I'll make this and we will proceed the way what we discussed. Or
Okay, fine. That we'll discuss after. Okay.
sir, next week I'm planning anyway a visit, so I'll meet up you there.
Okay, fine, sir.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate your help and the guidance all over it.
Thanks, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, do the changes and send it to me. Okay.
I will do that today itself and I'll come.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.